became a bartender, being a qualified computer scientist. So this is what happened. I finished my degree in 2020. I finished my degree in 2020. 2021. Oh, I like to put this out there. I'm from KwaZulu Natal, Empangeni, KwaDlangezo. So it's a very rural area. I'll state why I'm putting it out. So this is what happened. I'm looking for a job. So I see that I'm not finding a job anyway. So I applied for an honors degree. Fortunately, it was early enough. So I applied for an honors degree. Now, as I prepared to apply for an honors degree, mind you. I prepared it earlier year, so I applied for fundings and whatnot. So I did not get funding the second year. I did not get funding for my honors degree, and I don't have NSFAS now. NSFAS doesn't cover for postgrad in computer science. So now I have a problem. Then my mother unfortunately is unemployed for a long time. She has been unemployed for a long time. So I cannot depend on anyone from my family. And now I need to pay bills. Since I'm not funding, I cannot get student accommodation. I cannot get anything that needs funding. So now I need to find a job. I need to pay bills. I need to do work. So the only job, like fortunately for me, I knew someone who owned a lounge. So this is the lounge I'm working on. It's called Engadin Lifestyle. This was a lounge I was working on. So now I needed to work. So mind you, I was unexperienced. I didn't have any form of knowledge about alcohol. I knew alcohol, obviously, the basics of it, but I did not know how to drink. I did not drink. I did not know how to mix it. I did not know anything. I just relied on the fact that I am hungry and I need to study and I need to pay rent. So that's how I became a bartender, if you want to put it like that. So I became a bartender for the reasons why I did not become a freelancer, or I did continue to look for a job. I'm going to explain as the videos progress, but this is how I became a barman. I was doing my honors degree and I did not have funding. So I had to find a job to pay the bills. That's what happened. So in the future videos, I'm going to tell you the stories that happened while I was a barman. Like there was a lot of stories. Like there was this lady who threw a bottle at me for no reason at all. I don't know why, but I'm going to explain the certain things that led to the event. Failing, getting a very very low mark in one of my my test, the test where I was writing very bad. Getting in at 8 a.m. and getting in the lounge at 8 a.m. and leaving the lounge at 3 in the morning, like continuously doing the thing. Okay, so in South Africa, it's the lockdown. I work on Sunday. I work from Friday to Monday in the morning. That's what I would say. To Monday in the morning. So in South Africa, there's lockdown. So we only open from 8 in the morning to 10 at night. So that was better. So the lockdown restrictions were lifted. So now we open from 8 in the morning to 3 a.m. in the morning. Now I'm a full-time student, mind you. I'm a full-time student. So what I did is I went to work on Thursdays so I could learn how to mix the names of alcohol, because I did not know the difference between alcohols and whiskey, tequila, whiskey shots, brandy, all of scotch, all of those things. I did not know the difference between them. So I had to come on a day earlier to prepare myself, because this was a really big launch. It hosts a lot of celebrities, so you don't want to mess with someone's money and someone's alcohol, and it's a big event. So that's what happened. I went in. So this other day, I go to work. So the place usually gets crowded. It's a Friday. As it's a Friday, I'm selling alcohol. I'm busy selling this and selling that. This is a story about the lady who threw a bottle at me. So I want to share this in part 3, so that when I continue in maybe part 4 or in part 3, I'm going to share why I did not become a freelancer. So this lady throws the bottle. Oh, this lady comes with this other guy who's going to buy alcohol for her. So she requested a certain alcohol. So I can hear her because it's a lot. There's a lot of sound. I asked her to repeat this to me. Uh, she started calling me names like I'm useless. I failed in school. That's why I'm here. I don't know. I can't even hear a simple thing. A simple thing she's asking. She's asking for a certain type of alcohol. I'm just dumb. Mind you, in my mind, I know that I'm a qualified computer scientist and I'm currently doing my honors, so I know I'm more than smart because I did double major, which was applied mathematics and computer science. So I know that I am smart, but the thing escalates. The alcohol she wants is out of stock, so now she starts spitting alcohol at me. She starts doing this with alcohol. She starts throwing at me. Then what comes next is that she gets so frustrated. They start talking. Oh, I ignore her. I turn to other customers. They get frustrated with friends. Then a friend came by. Her friend came by. They get frustrated for some reason. Then at the end of it, she throws a bottle at me. Fortunately for me, we are not in the same level. So when she threw the bottle, it couldn't reach me directly. So that's how I survived the whole thing. But there are other stories that are very dramatic that people do them for no reason at all, but they do them anyways. So for the people who are wondering, why didn't I become a freelancer or start my own company or anything of that form? You got to understand this. I've just graduated. I haven't even graduated yet. I have a confirmation letter in my hands. And I'm from a rural area. Like, I don't have money to go to the city. I don't even have money to go back to school. So I'm not using this as an excuse, but I'm trying to make you understand this. In every field, they need you to be experienced enough. Like, where am I gonna get customers living in a rural area? Like, I'm in a rural area. Who really needs? There's no big company in that area. So there is not even small companies. So who's gonna need even a website? No one is needing even a website. So to freelance, they have to know you. Okay, fine. They have to know that you have this sort of things and this sort of things that you can do. And there needs to be a target market, and there needs to be a certain market. For me, I'm a computer scientist. Yes, I can develop apps. Yes, I know how to do app development, more especially Android development. But there wasn't a space for me to do that. On top of that, I have rent that is due. I have rent. I cannot wait. Like, I'm pushing my brand until I get noticed, or I'm making a certain app until someone hires me. No, I have rent that is due. I don't have data. I don't have Wi-Fi. My mother does not work. I need to work. So I'm trying to make you understand all of these things that I was facing that caused me to make the choice that, okay, fine, I'm becoming a barman. Screw the degree. I have the degree. I know I have the degree. I studied very hard for it, but I need to make money. So for me at the time, being a bartender was the only decision I had, because I had so many things that I'm not using it. I didn't stay at home and cry that, no, now I'm jobless. No, I went out and looked for a job until a better thing came by. But I had to, like, become a barman for me to survive. So being a barman is very interesting. Something very interesting. You meet different sort of people. Some people wanna help you. Some people don't wanna help you. Some people look at you as someone that is didn't make it in life. So there was a lot of people that I was working with. I was working with a lot of people. Yeah, some are really nice. Some even gave me tips. Some even schooled me on how to become something more than what I am currently. Like, some even schooled me on getting into the business of selling alcohol. Problem is, at the time I did not have enough money or to start a business of that form. Even now I don't have it, but it was worse back then. Some people take you as someone that is nothing to them, and that's very wrong, because there are certain situations that you don't know why I'm here. Like, there was this guy that I knew that had an abusive father and an abusive stepmother, and the only option, he dropped out of school in grade 11 to become not to become, but just to look for a job, because they didn't feed him at home. They didn't give him food. They only gave him 1 meal a day. And that was very, like, when he told me his story, it was like, I have problems, but yours are so much bigger. So be very aware of how you treat people and how you record when you talk to them. I know it's your business and it's your view, but you don't know where I'm coming from, you know. And it's not as glamorous. We are not facing the same things. So please be gentle towards people. But bartending is a really good thing. I really liked it because I'm a social person. I like to talk to people. But it was very nice.